slept late today. Are you still sleepy? Or do you want to get up? You want to sleep still? Look at all those blankets. Is that the blanket Aunt Genesis gave you? Good morning. So today we skipped our 5-mile run. My friend, she's hardcore. She's been going to boot camp and running with me for the last like 2 months or so. And I think it's finally catching up to her because she told me yesterday she needed to take a break. She needed to take today off. Because even on the days that if she skips boot camp, which is hardly ever, she will run her own neighborhood and she'll run like 4 miles, which I don't. So today's schedule is I need to go to the grocery store because all the groceries I bought last week, everything went bad. And then I need to work on those boots. I found some tutorials on Pinterest. I thought YouTube, but I found a few of them on Pinterest. So I'm gonna give that a try today, and fingers crossed it works. Huh, baby? And Mason's just making his own grocery list. Let's go. We're making us lunch, and we had a lot of chicken left over. My stomach's growling. We had a ton of chicken left over from the chicken last night. And one of the recipes from last week was a chicken salad sandwich. It's supposed to be hot and you're supposed to make it on the stove. But what I'm going to do is just shred this, add some mayonnaise, add some honey mustard, and we'll just eat it cold. Hey! What are you doing back there? Are you going to do dishes? Hey, you're smashing the toilet paper. Have a seat. Here's some water. And your sandwich. Some chips. Look, these are little crackers. You dip it in the cheese. Should be good. And I need some water too. What do you think? Good? Cheese. Mom needs to move my craps out of the way. Did you try your sandwich? Try your sandwich. Jordan, cut it out. You guys are not going to eat. Oh, I'll turn on the lights. There we go. Set in the mood, huh? Mood. So now I'm just looking over all of the instructions I have because I think I'm pretty much ready to sew these boots together. On my instruction guide, from the picture, it looks like it's telling me to sew everything right side out, do everything, and then what you see is what you get. The tutorial I found on Pinterest says do it, stitch everything inside out, flip it so that you don't see your lines, which I like the way that sounds. I like the way that goes. But then what I'm also trying to decide is these patterns. I cut it out. It's for a size, it says 3 to 5, which I'm thinking it says, I don't think that's actual shoe size, because these are the shoes Mason's gonna wear, and these are a size 6. And they're supposed to, you know, they're gonna go over the shoe. So I think as far as height, it's good. Height, see what I mean? Height is good. Length, I feel like there's gonna be a lot, and I'm wondering if I should, you know, trim this, or if I should just leave it. Okay, so I got my first one sewed. As you can see, I don't know what was happening, but it was bunching right here. I couldn't get the sewing machine to go. Hopefully I don't have that issue second time around. I didn't read my instructions properly. The way it looks on here is like as if they stitched here, stitched across, and stitched up. And that's the way it looks on that tutorial I'm looking at on Pinterest. But the way it is on here, the back side where the heel is, there's supposed to be Velcro, so I'm not actually supposed to stitch that. And then the bottom doesn't close because the shoe is going to be touching the ground. Because I did that wrong, I had the privilege of taking one of my little pins and taking out all the sewing. So this is what I did. This is how I realized I did it wrong. Because in my picture here, it shows this part open, and then this part is supposed to be open because I'm supposed to get some kind of elastic to hold to hold it together, so the shoe, otherwise, you know, this is gonna get all messed up. This is what I came up with. Excuse my loud baby. So, okay. I basically, this is like what that girl said to do on her tutorial. And I just kind of made it up. So I went ahead and pinned the boots that are already sewed together just on the front. So that way, I don't know if I'm going to stitch this by hand. Because see, this is how it's supposed to. This is how that is so weird. I don't know how I did that. I'm not even sure how I came up with this. I really don't. But I don't even know how to explain it. But when I was pinning it, this is how I pinned it. Because see, these little triangles are supposed to match up with these little triangles on the shoe. And that's basically all I did. So like I said, and now I'm just gonna hopefully, I hope you can see this, go from this out and then from here out. So then once I take all these pins out and I turn it inside out, I get the boot I was originally supposed to get. See? Can you kind of see it? So there's my boot. It's got the open bottom so his shoes don't drag. And then this is also supposed to be open because I have Velcro. That's gonna go, I guess, like this, and it'll close. Oh, wow. in the kitchen making dinner. I got pretty obsessed with my sewing today, so I've not showered yet. I know I'm a disgusting slob. But this is what I'm making for dinner. We're having, well, I'm in the sun, or in the light, sorry. But top sirloin with sun-dried tomato sauce, which the sun-dried tomatoes I'm going to make myself. And then these are our sides. I'm gonna do creamy scalloped potatoes and my personal favorite, pasta salad. No, out of your mouth. Thank you. Not in your mouth, it's dirty. Just finished sewing each side. And I guess this will determine if I made a boot or not. And I think I have a boot. I do. Oh my gosh, I did it!